When you start spending money, it's gonna go quick. So it's best not to have it. That way,
what?
nothing don't get paid, and you don't feel bad.
Well,
when you do pay something, dang, I had $500. Whoa, guess what?
Now you got 25.
That's the cost. That's the cost of being
the boss.
Being the boss.
That's it.
I never forget one time we had a GS 400. They call it the bubble eye where I'm from, South Carolina. And you know, I was told because I had to get a sway bar or something.
Right.
Stabilizer bar. That thing was $700 and change.
For the bar.
I tell the man to the parts store. Or special order too from Lexus. I was like, dang, is that much? The part was no longer than probably this.
Right.
And what it does is goes from the wheel.
Yep.
From the wheel to like the lower control arm or something like that. A lot of the mechanics
keep
don't
it
know about.
Stable.
Yeah, keep it stable.
Right.
Man, they got to me with $700 and something for that little thing. The man said it pays the cost
to be the boss.
To be the boss, and I never forget that. So what I'm saying to you guys today, you know what? When you got it, you got it. You don't. Don't overextend yourself.
No.
Make arrangements if need be. And if you have to rob Peter to pay Paul right now, that's the saying. Like they used to say.
I mean, you gotta take from one in order to pay for the other.
Do what is more important. So this is gonna be a short video because we already make some spaghetti, homemade spaghetti. Everybody tend to love my spaghetti, you know, because I'm the best cook in the family and stuff like that. Well, probably not. I'm probably the third best cook in the family.
Who's number one?
My mother, you, followed by me, I gotta say. I don't know. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, we gotta get some things situated and done. So last night was great, but I can be better tonight. I guess I'm up tonight here. Raise my finger. Because I'm gonna need the Lord and the ancestors to give me the strength.
That's what I heard.
But I hope I can get something.
I'm sorry. You've been getting more than something lately.
Not
Oh,
really.
you tried it?
I've been having a build up.
Oh. Ain't no build up here.
No build up here. But y'all, we're gonna give you some gems or a diamond right now that we do that works for us, that won't work for you guys. Okay. If you put your money together, not only will you always have money, you're gonna have more money. Wow, where they do that at? That makes sense.
Yeah, you know why?
Because if you got a half a loaf and a half a loaf,
it's a whole loaf.
You got a whole loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Dang, nobody ever said that before.
But if you got a whole and I got a whole, we got two.
Two.
So that means more than one income.
Absolutely,
in
positively.
The household.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you put it together, it can never be apart.
That's what I say. Great minds think alike. This is not going to be a long video at all.
No.
Think about it. Let's use some numbers, not our numbers, but this is just for example. Disclaimer. Okay. If you make $1,000 a week,
right,
and your husband or your wife make $1,000 a week, that's $8,000 a month. If your expense $10,000 a month, you in the hole.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong. You need to check your expenses.
You can eliminate some things. Do you pay your credit card payment before you pay your rent or your mortgage? No. Do you pay your car payment before you pay your light bill? No. Do you pay your cable before you pay your car insurance? You took the word out of my mouth. And the answer to that is no.
No.
So you have to prioritize some things.
That's it. You have to prioritize.
That's what we do.
First thing is your rent and or mortgage, whichever you pay. That's always the highest expense. But then again, some people finance cars and pay more for their car than they do their housing. That's equal to.
You need to downsize.
Right, exactly.
You're trying to impress people that do not care much about you or like you.
No.
Anyway, that's dumb. Where we live in our community, in our neighborhood, to be honest with you, it's very obvious that when we pull up, can't nobody say nothing bad.
No.
What can they say? Like, we're the youngest people in this community.
Yeah.
Because it was a strenuous process
to get in this
community.
Correct.
And so that being said, like, God will always position you to be the best version of you that you can possibly be.
Right.
but it's not going to be easy.
No. That's like when the opportunity comes, you already have to be prepared to walk into it.
So that's the thing. Be prepared to walk into it. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but we're just giving you guys a couple ideas.
Right.
You got to start putting money aside. Whatever your number is, I heard somebody say, you know what, if they made more money, they could save more.
No, you're not.
That's not true. The more money you make, the more money you spend. That's a proven fact. If you make $1,000, the average person make about how much a week? $500?
$500-$600.
If you make $500 or $600 a week, I promise you, you still can win.
You can.
A person can make $2,000 a week and do worse than a person who's making $500, $600, $400.
It all depends on how you have your priorities.
And they have to prioritize.
Right.
And that's basically
you have to prioritize. Your first expense is your roof overhead.
Roof overhead is very important. Then prioritize it down.
Right. You start from that.
You gotta, if all else fail, you got a roof over your head. Your rent, your mortgage paid.
Right.
All right. Next thing, transportation.
Right.
But you don't need transportation to survive. It makes it more comfortable.
It all depends on where you listen to us from. Like, depending on certain states or
you
whatever.
could walk. If you're in a rural area, of course you need a car to get to work.
Of course.
But you can carpool is what I'm saying. You're not going to die
you can find
if you don't have a
means
car.
Of transportation.
Right. Your
and
job
if you're
ain't
in the city, you can walk or bus.
Your job will not fire you because you ain't got no car.
No.
Or you having car problems. You can catch a ride with a co-worker. You have to pay them something for gas.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're smart enough to save some money so that you can get back on your feet or pay for the car repairs. This is the forward thinking that you have to do in order to get to another level.
Right. This is true.
Now, when you're on another level, listen, you got a big pile of money and you got deductions constantly coming out. You need multiple forms and streams of income. Because if you don't, that pile will get smaller and smaller and smaller. Even if you make a lump sum of money, okay, you got $1,400 coming in, 150 or 200 coming in a day, or even if it's 30 a day, 50 a day, 60 a day, 100 a day, whatever that total is.
Right.
At the end of the month, you need to say, you know what, I made whatever the number is for somebody, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40, 50, whatever the total is. Yeah, it is a bigger sacrifice. Much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
So if you're making $20,000 a month, $10,000 a month or beyond, you still got expenses. You got business expenses.
Right.
I'm assuming you're not working nobody else's job making $20,000, $30,000 a month.
No.
Your overhead could be $30,000 a month. You breaking even.
Right.
You ain't making no money.
No.
You think you are.
But you're not.
You're not. Now, if it was me, if I was in this situation, if I made $10,000 a month, let's just say, my expense for $4,000, you winning.
You got 6 to play with.
You up. Now, how many more months of that can you do? Common sense will tell a person, my expense that. I'm going to go ahead and pay another month up front. Or allocate that, put that aside. So the next month, we already ahead for 60 days.
True.
Now you got all that money and you do it over and over and over.
Right.
Now you 3 to 6 months ahead. You done got your emergency fund. You done got some extras just in case tire blow out or you need a rental car, carpool, or new clothes. And nothing don't have to go wrong.
No.
Vacation, you know what? I'm going to spend $3,000, $4,000, you know.
Right. It could be
See a new
good.
purse. Yeah, I'm going to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Or some sneakers, suit, whatever you want to do.
Right, whatever comfortable. But if you make 10 grand a month and you say you spend 4 grand on expenses, so that leaves you with 6 grand. You could
do anything you want.
You could put up 3 grand out of the 6 and blow 3 every month if you want to.
And this is what happens.
And in a year, that's $36,000.
Because you already went through the process.
Right.
When you making that kind of money and beyond,
it's that simple.
You not gonna throw your money away.
No.
Because the more money you got, the more strategic and the more you talk yourself out of making purchases because you know you don't want to spend the money.
Right.
It becomes no longer a situation, can you afford it? You don't want to afford it.
Right.
You don't want to afford it because you can. If that makes sense, you don't want to buy it.
Exactly. So you get to the point, you'll start off maybe spending 3 grand if that's what you want to do. But as the months progress, all you're going to do is keep buying the same thing over.
Repetitive, yes.
Repetitive, over and over. And
I heard a billionaire say that one time.
Once you get a certain amount of money, it's just repetitive buys every single time. So how much more stuff you going to buy every month?
But it feels very good. Like I said, you want to get a pizza or something, you can do it. Grab a movie, new purse, new cologne, new perfume, a new whatever it may be. To do it with ease, that's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
And I pray that everybody experience that. If you're not already experienced that, but like, comment, share, subscribe, Real and Raw Media, YouTube. Remember, you can do everything that you want to do.
And you don't let anybody say anything different.